Hey, so on changing the image export to do the full widths, and before I mentioned the full width, letting you know that this is actually coming down the road real soon here, probably where it's automatically going to grab the full width along with those individual shots. But right here under your image export settings, click Edit and Windows. So this is my line scan. You can change this to number 2 to do identity links. But right here under line scan, right here we're doing 200 pixels to the left, and over here 200 to the right. And for the sake of the video, showing that that is looking something like this, where it's that individual profile shot. A lot of meets that I time, I actually changed this to 400, and so going over here, like I like to have, even though it's like focusing on the individual finisher there in the center of the photo, it's still showing a little bit more of the data of what's going across the line in front and behind them. To get the full width, we're going to change this. Instead of using the R, we're going to go, this is negative to the left, 100%. We're going to use the percent symbol. And over here to the right, we're going to go 100%, and then click submit. Going back to the dashboard, we can see that now for my line scan, I'm doing 100% of everything. So that's going to show up similar to this. And so the caution with this is it's everything that's within that captured for that event. So if you had someone triggering the line before they cross, that's going to show up over here. So if I'm doing this at a race, then I'm clearing this. If someone triggered the camera, and I'm not clearing anything at the end because I turn off my capture after they all finish. But you want to clear out anything beforehand. So if you're wanting to play with the full width, so you can test it out. Do not do this for a distance race, especially if you're having the camera on for multiple laps. That will basically freeze your link system, because like say for an 800 or 1500, they've gone through once and they're coming through again. You may have 12 people pictures and then you got 12 more. It's going to do that whole like green bar, 1%, 2%, 3% for export. So instead, and rather than it being instantaneous, you won't lose your captured data. Usually it'll pop right back in, because I tried it on purpose, but kind of scary. After the processing of the image, big old long image, then it's actually, I wonder if I have that meet, then it continues to show you everything else that gets recorded. So yeah, over here on a sprayed meet, right here, probably on the 800, just messing around. Let me put this into session order so I can actually find my 800. There we go. There's my first lap, a split, and then 1, 2, 3 finishers, and I tag them and then slows down. So don't do that. Additionally, how links export images is the more people there are, the more stretched out and wide it is. So it's not really an identifiable image anyways. So it's not gonna work like that in the automatic fashion as well. So Ben is getting it so that you can obviously play with these settings, mess them around. I like to have them at negative 400R, 400R for on the positive side, to get those wider images shown on the previous link that I had up here. But ultimately here soon, your individual images will come out, whether you're doing line scan or identity links. And then also heat by heat, there'll be the heat photo that gets captured, and that'll just be an export after you've tagged your last person within finish links in that sprint distance. It's going to be limited to just sprints, so 400 on down. Once the 8th person you've tagged, or you've marked them DNS, DQ, it'll instantly export the full width image and attach that to the heat. So that way you still can have individuals, plus the heat by heat will then have, to be decided, but a full width image as well. So it'll kind of be both things in one. Highlight the individual and obviously tell the story of the whole race as well.